The creators of Racial Identity Organization are launching Racetalk, a facilitator-led program that focuses on providing a common-sense interactive discussions with ordinary people about social and racial issues like bigotry, cultural appropriation, critical race theory, diversity, implicit bias, inclusion, racial inequity, racial identity, social justice, structural racism, white fragility, white privilege, and white supremacy, just to name a few. Facilitators come from a variety of academic backgrounds and have received additional coursework on these racial and social topics. Our presentations include PowerPoint slides, guidelines for discussion, handouts, but more importantly, a racial-neutral safe space where everyone's opinions and comments matter. Presentations are structured in 1, 2, and 4-hour formats. Some presentations can even extend to a 1 or 2 day period, which would include a combination of topics chosen by the business, club, or organization leaders. Our goal is to offer 20 to 25 facilitator-led different presentations on the social and racial issues cited. One of our facilitators-led discussions or topics is white fragility. The information and reading guide is from the book White Fragility, written by Dr. DiAngelo. The title of this topic often invokes a fearful reaction, and our facilitator-led discussion would channel information from this topic by leading the discussion and asking the following questions. 1. How does race shape the lives of white people? 2. What are the challenges of talking to white people about race? 3. What about people of color who are sensitive to? And 4. What are the racial triggers for your so-called white fragility? These are some of the questions that make individuals cringe. However, in our structured facilitator-led presentations, these topics are positioned for individuals to have less anxiety, fear in the discussion phase. Racetalk is not a diversity certification program. It is not a workshop for implicit bias, nor a training program on racial equity. All of these lead the participant in towards the mindset that racial and social issues have some issuance of closure, which is far from the truth. Racetalk is an effective method for discussing race in the 21st century. We know that topics on religion, politics, and race can all be polarizing. While they all matter, race is almost always front and center, a topic of discussion in America. This is an ongoing internal lifetime learning process and cannot be accomplished in one sitting. The goal of our delivery is that everyone participates in the discussions and has an opportunity to speak for a limited period without interruption, rejection, or ridicule. Anyone's knowledge about racism, bigotry, discrimination, prejudice, implicit bias, racial equity, social injustice, and xenophobia will not be put on trial. Any personal views are opinions, and opinions are neither right or wrong, good or bad. It is critical and important that the essential learning strategy is to diffuse anxiety and stress that precipitates discussion about race and social issues. The goal is to process information collectively and guide the spirit of the discussion that leads towards clarity and information sharing. All individuals must agree to this process before each presentation begins. The concept of developing mindful communication and the benefit of the circle process, sharing ideas, beliefs in a constructive manner, are a mandatory practice for Racetalk presentations. For more details on cost and how to schedule these presentations for your agency, contact us at 630-327-1619. That is 630-327-1619. Or visit us online at racetalk.org and subscribe to our free bi-monthly newsletter, or you can send us an email at info@racetalk.org. Racetalk is part of a new series that we are taking to the streets this spring. We are hoping that you will include us in your upcoming training and orientation program for employees, club, and organization members. Once again, our website is www.racetalk.org.